Ahead of us is an absolutely beautiful, probably 100-year-old basswood tree. It's right centered. I can't get the whole thing in a photo, so I want to get a video of it. Its leaves are not all the way out. Crown goes up and up and up, and it's way up there. I'm gonna walk in closer. He's just big old boy. It's probably girl and boy, because it probably creates both pollen and fruit off, and ova off its own plant. But it could be male and female plants. I don't know. I'll look it up. Tilia americana. That's its base. And you can really get a picture of how big it is. There's a little maple in the way. And let me give you some perspective. A 12-ounce can of a sparkling water and a tree with the biomass in tens of tons. And there's its crown. When its leaves are fully out, they're bigger than your hand, but they're just unfurling. And we have a bunch of other neat trees all here. This is a pretty good sized basswood. One branch is dead, make good firewood. This one, about as big as they get, has a frost crack where it froze and snapped. And it might be close to dead because the lower branches are all rough, but up high, still leafing. And then let's see, what else do we have? Right there, a maple that will probably, oh, that's a basswood snapped. Oops, black squirrel. There you go, squirrel. This is another beautiful, this is an even bigger one. This is a tremendous eastern hop hornbeam. It's as big as they get. They are not they're what's called a sub-story tree, but I mean, this one is every bit of 60 feet high. Goes up there. There's a younger basswood next to it. There's a younger eastern hop hornbeam, and these are all young maples. That's a young maple, 3, 4, 5 years, maybe 6, 7 years old. Young maple, another young maple, all because of probably other maples nearby that are fertilizing them. This is a young maple right in front that's big enough to tap, 10 inches in diameter and more. My hands are spread out easily 10 inches between both of them, and this tree's rounder than that. You can really see the ground. There's a nice basswood, forked. Sometimes they grow in clumps. There's a clump formed eastern hop hornbeam. So we have basswood, eastern hop hornbeam, sugar maple, and that ain't all. See if I can get down here. That's more what we have. But there are oaks and other things. There, right ahead, is a green ash. You can see, let's see if I can zoom this in a little bit. Oh, it has that checkerboard gray and black bark. It's very subtle. That is a green ash. One of the plants, one of the trees we hope doesn't get eaten by a pernicious overseas bug. That tree goes up. They grow very vertically most of the time. And it is a tremendous tree. You could get a lot of lumber off that guy. And he goes up and up and up and up. And his crown's up there. He's probably 100+ feet tall easily. I mean, I'm here, and you can see the height of the tree going up. There's a bunch of down basswood. They collapse when they get heavy and the wind blows on them. If the soil is wet, if we got a big wind now, we could easily lose it. And now you can get a nice idea of the big drop-off here. This is like the steepest part of the drop-off. The whole place. It's kind of a sublime location. This is all young maple forest below big basswoods. Again, we have that one ash over there. There's others, but they're not everywhere. Mostly basswood here. Another big maple there with a burl in it. One right here. Down there is one of those ephemeral ponds. Walk down and see if I can hear the frogs. I'll be back in a minute.